Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike from 1AAuto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And next time you need parts for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the Serpentine belt on this 2003 Mercury Mountaineer with the 4.6 liter V8 engine. And it's the same part and similar process on these Mountaineers from 2002 to 2005. And the items you'll need for this is a new Serpentine belt from 1AAuto.com, a 1/2 inch socket bar or a 1/2 inch ratchet and pipe, and a long screwdriver. The easiest way to get to your tensioner is from underneath, and it's right up here. You just take a 1/2 inch ratchet and just push it into that square hole on your tensioner. And using a pipe for extra leverage makes this a lot easier. And you just pull back, it releases the tension on the belt, and you can pull it free from this pulley.
And then when you release the tension on the ratchet, you actually have to kind of take the fan and make sure it doesn't get caught on the wrong side of the handle. And pull it out like that, and then pull your ratchet out.
Okay, so I'm going to reach down and pull the belt off of the pulley where we already loosened it up. And then you can pull this up and out. Just got to be careful not to get it caught on the fan too much. And then I'm going to reach way down on this side. And I'm going to put my hand in there like that. Just, I can feel the belt. And I can pull it up off of the pulley that's down here, which is, if you look on the diagram, I'm pulling it off of this pulley here. And while I'm pulling it off of that pulley, I'm going to pull up on the belt, because you have to basically pull it right in between this space here. So I'm just kind of guiding it up through there. Okay. And now, it's still, the only place it's on here is the big crank pulley. So again, I'm just kind of reaching down, and I just have to hold the belt right here. I'm pulling it out away from the engine to try and get it off of the crank pulley. It doesn't really. If I could reach down in here, I could pull it out from the crank pulley, pull it out from the water pump, and then just pull the whole thing right up and out. To reinstall your new belt, what you want to do is put a loop down around the crank first and get it lined up on your water pump, and then you basically have to kind of jam a loop right down in between your tensioner down to this pulley, and then you can line everything else up. So first we'll take it and we'll put the loop down between the fan and the water pump pulley for the crank. And it's almost like you're lassoing the crank a little bit. But you reach way down in there, and grab the belt with the other hand, and flip around the crank. And underneath this, we're going underneath this pulley here. You can see the belt right there. I just got to get it pushed on the crank, guide it with my hand, and pull it up around. Okay, so it's on the crank. And now this, okay, the back side that comes up, the belt that comes up from this side of the crank, you can then push in and push it around your water pump pulley. Okay, and push this loop. You can just kind of push this loop down onto that side for it right now. We're not going to worry about it too much. The harder part is taking this part of the belt right here. Once you have it down around the crank, you pull it up And then you just want to take, probably can't see my fingers, but I'm just pushing it between the idler pulley and the pulley underneath. Okay, just take a long screwdriver and push it right down through there. So now if you want to reach out from the bottom, grab that belt, pull it through, and put it down around your AC compressor here. Alright, so now from up here I'm just going to pull that tight around that AC compressor pulley. I'm reaching down with this hand and making sure it's on there correctly. Okay, and then I'm going to put this has to go down now around this idler pulley. And push it down. And it's somewhat ready to go around these two pulleys here. So basically, I've got my belt. I put it first down around the crank pulley, and then I went down around the AC pulley, and now it's on the alternator. It's underneath this idler pulley, and when I pull my tensioner, I'll put it around these two pulleys the rest of the way. Okay, so quick check, you can see it's on the crank correctly. It's not really on this AC pulley correctly, so I'm going to lightly pull on it and get it on around there correctly. And after I do that, I'm going to reach up in here and pull on the belt a little more. That'll tighten it up. Okay, so I'm going to use a flexible bar, and basically what you want to try and do is you slide the bar up in there and just try to feed it in, and you'll have to push out against the fan as you're feeding this in and then get it to go into the tension. Okay, so you want to have it at just a little bit of an angle, not straight up and down, angle it, feed it up in, and then you really kind of have to push back against the fan and force the bar in there. Okay, get it on there, and now I can pull that as far as I can and reach up on this side. Put the belt on, make sure the belt is on the power steering pulley. Okay, so from down here, looks like the belt's on there correctly. It's on my crank pulley correctly. And it's on this one correctly. And then this is the one I fed it onto right here. I'll take the wrench off, and again you have to kind of push back against the fan some. Actually my fan's caught. I'm gonna pull on it, make sure you feed the fan underneath. And now from the top side you can see it's on the alternator correctly, and it's on these idler pulleys and the water pump all correctly.
We hope this video helps you out. Brought to you by oneauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll free, 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.